And we win. All right. That was the quickest game. What's going on, guys? If you want to support our content and pick up this month's amazing Patreon rewards, you can do so at patreon.com/itresolves. If you're interested in custom playmats and sleeves, visit yourplaymat.com and use code ITRESOLVES10YP for 10% off your entire purchase. What's up, guys? Before we jump into today's video, I just want to give you a quick heads up. We have got a brand new series coming out called It Is What It Is, starting on February 8th at noon Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to put that schedule up on screen for you right now. It's a really exciting series with my good friend and fellow YouTuber Country Fried, where we are going to be building some jank decks in a semi-competitive historic format, just to have some fun and hopefully build some fun stuff along the way. So please do mark your calendars, check that out. It's going to be a lot of fun, and go ahead and subscribe over with Country Fried as well so you can get all of the updates from both of us. We will have updates on both channels, so please do check all of that out. Now let's get into the video. What is going on, everybody, and welcome back. Good morning to you all. I hope everybody is doing exceptionally well today. We're going to be testing out a very silly deck. Before that, though, I just want to encourage you all, please subscribe to the channel. Kamigawa Neon Dynasty is coming out on Arena this week with a bunch of new releases and things like that later on in the month. We are giving away a draft booster box, so one of the ways you can enter is by subscribing to the channel. I highly encourage you guys to do that. There are other ways to enter, so please do check those out. We've got a video on our homepage of our YouTube channel, as well as an article written over on our website at itresolvesmtg.com. So check all that out. It's going to be a great time, but for now, we still have Crimson Vow Standard for the next couple days. And so we're playing some silly decks. We're just playing some fun stuff. This one is Naya Magecraft, brought to us by They See Me Dirtling over on AetherHub. Just want to clarify, they did not have a YouTube channel linked or anything like that, so I can't tag them, but I do want to credit, you know, the creator of the deck, obviously, who put this one together. And it is kind of a fun one. So obviously, this is exactly what you'd expect it to be. We've got the Clever Lumimancers, we've got the Dragonsguard Elite, we have got the Leonin Lightscribe. One addition, we do have the Clarion Spirit, gonna hopefully kind of double up on some of the spells here, so we should be able to get some tokens fairly reliably, since most of the deck is so cheap. At the top end, one of the big cards we have is Angelfire Ignition. Now, this card is amazing, in my opinion, extraordinarily strong. We've used it in a number of decks before. Hopefully we'll see it do some major work with this deck as well. It's a very, very good one. In the one-drop slot, and really the rest of the deck, it's just filled with a lot of cheap instants and sorceries that can bolster up the board. So Guiding Voice is here. That does allow us to pull some sideboard fun with the lessons. We've got Homestead Courage, a nice little spell because you can play it with flashbacks, so you can actually double up on this one, which is kind of cool. Play with Fire, of course, Charge Through, excuse me, Snakeskin Veil for a little bit of protection. Sejiri Shelter, this is hopefully going to give protection to one of our creatures that we can either, you know, save it from combat damage or get it in there for a little bit of extra damage, maybe finish the game. And then really the big last spell is Show of Confidence. So we get to copy this for every instant or sorcery spell we've already cast, and then you put a 1/1 counter on target creature. They all gain that gains vigilance until the end of the turn. Hopefully we can double that up multiple times and get it kind of bolstering up the whole board is the goal. In the land slot, we really don't have a lot of tech. It's all just, you know, hitting the mana fixing, which I think is reasonable in a deck that really does have a lot of cheap things that it's trying to play on curve. So we do want to make sure we've got all that there. So all that to say, this is going to be a very fun deck. Again, They See Me Dirtling, thank you so much for sharing this over on AetherHub. We're going to jump right in, guys. We're hopefully going to get some wins with this, and we're just going to have a fun little gameplay day. We're just going to enjoy it. So let's jump right in now. All right, guys, here we are for game number 1. And yeah, I mean, this is a pretty easy keep. We are a little lackluster on spells here, but we have got so much to throw out early on that we should be okay. Now, one thing I just want to note before we even jump into the games here, I know Meat Hook Massacre is very prominent right now. I also am aware, Doomscar is something that we need to worry about. So I am very aware that this deck is going to run into some issues. At least that's my opinion if you're going to run it on the ladder. But we're going to try it anyway. We're just here to have some fun, guys. So let's do it. Let's enjoy this one. I think it's going to be a good time. I'm gonna throw out that Clarion Spirit here. Now this might get countered or something, but it's fine. They could have like an Infernal Grasp here. Ah, rogues. Great, my favorite. Not a big fan of the rogues deck, I'll be honest. It's a little annoying, but we'll make this work. They're cleverly leaving up more mana here, which is the right thing to do for sure. I think we attack in. The reason being, if they do want to throw a Soaring Thought Thief out and block, we actually have ways to kill it, so that's kind of fine. And they may not. They may just, oh, nope, they're gonna do it. Perfect. Block me. Please block me. Yep. All right, perfect. So what we get to do is peg this one. That's gonna be able to kill that. Now the other question is, do we want to Snakeskin Veil anything? I think the answer is no. They're gonna get something with this Eye Witch here, of course, which is a little problematic for us, but it's really not the end of the world. And I'm actually gonna throw this out here. This gives us our second spell for the turn, which is a nice little blocker for the Soaring Thought Thief, and then importantly, that bolsters up our board as well next turn. So theoretically, we should be okay. We do kind of have a turn here where we don't get to do too much, but okay. So they took their entire turn to deal 3 damage to that. That was interesting. All right, let's throw this out. Let's see. What does this do? Each player discards a card. Okay. I'm gonna do this. Just gonna go ahead and do it. There's really no reason not to. I think no, right? We don't necessarily need a land. We kind of just need more stuff to do. All right. I mean, that's a big hit. We each have to discard a card here. I actually think it's the Dragonsguard Elite. I think that Snakeskin Veil. Yeah, I think that Snakeskin Veil could come in handy. Curious to see what they actually discard here. They may just get rid of the Environmental Sciences. No, they didn't. Okay. Well, this is fine then. They've got less that they can do. They do have a land here, so now they've got 2 cards in hand, but I'm curious to see what these actually might be. I don't feel all that much pressure at the moment. So we're gonna attack in first. Okay. So we'll allow them to declare blocks. Perfect. Then let's do this. I guess we'll do it here. It really doesn't matter because the bolstering up happens regardless. Okay, and then maybe this? I don't know. Just deal as much damage as we can. I mean, that's a pretty strong turn, right? So I feel okay about that. We are, I mean, very susceptible to, like, what, a Meat Hook Massacre, I guess? I mean, sure. That's very good, but they're at 3. So they have to be concerned with the attack back, which I think is crucial for them to consider here. So they can block 2 things, which would be this and this, I suppose. Yeah. I think we actually attack with everything here and then see what they do, including this. Okay. Makes total sense. That's fine. We're gonna drop that Clarion Spirit. And again, they are down to 1 thing, and 2 cards in hand here. So there we go. We got the win. Heck yeah. That was fantastic. We beat Dimir, or actually Grixis rogues. That was kind of an odd one, actually. I've never seen Grixis, I don't think, on rogues. But regardless, we did it, guys. Let's move on to game 2. All right, guys. Here we are for game number 2. And this is actually a bit of a problematic hand. The hand itself looks good. It's the lands that's the problem. But you know what? We're going to try it. This really slows us down. That's just a natural problem with these kind of tapped lands. But we're going to try it. If we draw an untapped land here, we'll actually be in pretty good shape. We could Clarion Spirit if we want, or Clever Lumimancer, then leave up something. Looks like that's not going to be the case. So let's go ahead with the Clever Lumimancer. That's about all we can do. Triple Clarion Spirit could be really good. Okay. So, land, huh? That's a little less exciting. All right, well, let's attack in. We're gonna represent. Let's see if they call the bluff. There is no bluff. We actually could just kill this, so no, they're not going to. Fantastic. All right. And we're just gonna play a Clarion Spirit. We just pinged for 0 for no reason. No, it's okay. I do expect Doomscar out of this deck. The fact that this is a Disturb deck means that they can just replay all their stuff. So that's something we do need to consider here. Kind of need to do this just to get a land, I think. Yeah, so we'll do Environmental Sciences. Then I guess we'll just go ahead and ping this. It just bolsters up our board and gives us that extra little Clarion Spirit token, so I think that's worth it. We'll get some damage in, offset a little bit of that lifelink as well. So they can obviously play this back, and that's kind of annoying, but we'll see. They're gonna borrow time, I assume, on the Lumimancer. Yeah. Again, annoying, not the end of the world. I'm not gonna block. I'm just gonna take the 2 here. Okay. Man, we are really not going with the lands here, are we? All right, well, let's go get a land. I think that's step number 1. We definitely have an overabundance of white, so let's go that route. And let's put a 1/1 counter here. It's gonna allow us to do that. What do we need? It might just be another Environmental Sciences, honestly. We're gonna keep the attacks going. I'm not worried about blocking a 2/3. I know that it can just continuously attack in and gain them some life here, but we're at least keeping the pressure offset a little bit, which is, I think, very important. So I'm gonna give this Double Strike, which makes sense. And that's certainly a good card as well. I think we just take it, though. I mean, it's 4 damage. They gain 4. Like, that's a good bit, but we will figure it out. Let's go green. So we've got the Angelfire Ignition, which is really, really good. Alternatively, we can Clarion Spirit, then Environmental Sciences, or leave up Snakeskin Veil. Maybe that's the play. Kind of bolstering the board again as best we can, and then theoretically we can really go crazy next turn. I don't really think it matters what land we get here. And we'll attack with these 3. I think that that's fair. Again, this is definitely a problem, but I think we can just start blocking it, and it's kind of okay. Okay. Again, we can block that too, so that's perfectly fine. Do we also block this? Or... do we trade off a Clarion Spirit and then just do this? I might actually just do that. The Clarion Spirit's very good, obviously, but we've got a backup at hand at this point. We don't necessarily need more. Okay, let's do this. I think we do this. I think we give it haste. It's gonna give us exactly, I mean, just more and more tokens here. We'll attack in for 7. It's half their life total. And we gain a little bit of life in that process. This is a tricky one. Yeah, for sure. They take out that 4/4. That's very good. But this doesn't really have a safe attack. That's frustrating. Okay. We will see what we can do. I mean, I think we just block for one of them. Okay. Let's do this. I like that. That's really good, actually. Okay. Do that. That's pretty good. I don't know if I'm not mathing this. We're just attacking. Not mathing this at all. Yeah, okay. Cool. I mean, that was a pretty good turn. We got them down to 1. Granted, they get to replay some stuff here, which is scary, but we have got a heck of a board against them. So as long as they don't just like straight Doomscar, we might be okay. Okay, that's fine. We've already used our Angelfire Ignition, so it really doesn't matter. That's kind of nice. Okay, they took Clarion Spirit. That's perfectly fine. We've got that Snakeskin Veil, which can, again, really push our board in the right direction here, so we just do this. They gain their 3, and that's fine. We'll do this. We'll attack. This doesn't matter. And we just win, right? Yeah, we did it. That's 2 in a row. Heck yeah, dude. All right, well, let's jump into game 3. Let's see if we can get another win. All right, guys, here we are for game 3. Probably going to be our final game. This is a bit of a slower hand, but I think it's one that we can definitely keep here. The only reason it's a bit slow is most of our 2-drops are in the hand, so we don't really have a 1-drop threat that we can just jump down. That being said, we should be okay here. This is actually kind of a big question. So which of these lands do we put down and on which side? I think we'll go here. Just to leave up that play with fire. I think that that's important. It may not be. Obviously, it doesn't look like it is, but I think that that's okay. Let's drop that Dragonsguard Elite. The sooner we can start getting counters on this, the more out of range it is for the opponent, which is really good. So we're going to certainly shoot for that. All right, this is a nice little play here. We get to do this, shoot this, and then get some attacks in. I will say one thing that this Magecraft deck just does exceptionally well is like just push through the damage, man. It's so good at that. Now obviously you do have to have the right cards for it and all that jazz, but like this is just beautiful in my opinion. I mean, I guess we just go this route, right? Yeah, we'll go here. I mean, that seems pretty good. 2 5/5s coming in. And we win. All right. That was the quickest game. I'm amazed. That was fantastic. Let's do a game 4 then, because that only took like 2 seconds. All right, guys, here we are for game number 4. This will definitely be our last game. And this is a pretty easy keep, actually. Fully expected them. If they're playing Evolving Wilds, usually that's a sign of a Scoot Swarm. But we'll see as we go through here. Oh, no. Oh, man, I clicked accidentally. That was dumb. That was not the intent. I was trying to play the Boulderloft Pathway. That was a mistake, but it's cool. We got this. Yeah, that actually really sets us back like a lot. That's frustrating. All right, well, let's do this and I guess just leave that up. That's really annoying. Oh my gosh, that's so stupid. All right. Cool, so we're just gonna go ahead and nuke this now. That one is one that can't come back. It also deals more damage, so I'd happily get rid of that over the veteran. All right, farmland, because we can play that one. Let's do this so we can spread out some damage. Again, I fully expect, if this is a life gain deck, I'm expecting Righteous Valkyries down. We need flyers to block, if nothing else. Yep, there he is. Look at that. Who would have thought? All right, that's terrifying, honestly. And again, we're kind of stuck on white because I'm dumb. What do we do? I think we might have like thrown this a little bit, but that's okay. I guess we go this route. I need this extra white, so that's why I have this in here. But the trick is, if they just have like another Righteous Valkyrie, they're already at the 27 life total. And there you go, they've got it. Yeah. That was the biggest mess up and it was just an accidental click. Like, I didn't even mean to. I just clicked a little fast, and that's it. That's the whole thing. But it is what it is. Yeah, let's see. Let's go here. I don't know if that's right, but let's just do that. I have no idea what we could get here, honestly. Get another white source, I guess, because we have a crap ton of white sources. All right. Do that, and we're pretty close to dead. These stack so well, it's insane. Yeah. Just not much we can do, unfortunately. Resolve all. Yeah. God, that sucks. I can't believe I threw that easily. That was really dumb. That was really dumb. Okay, so we block here. Wait, whoa. Oh, does this... No, why couldn't we have played this? That was weird. I'm slightly confused by that game, but that's okay, guys. Let's chat about this list. All right, so that last game was a bit of an odd one. Obviously, we kind of threw on the land side of things, but why I couldn't use the play with fire, I'm not sure. My thought was if we block, and I should have blocked differently anyway, but like my thought was we can play with fire to kill the veteran. Also, we didn't block one of the Righteous Valkyries, which we should have, but like that would have been... Anyway, all that to say, we actually did pretty well with this deck. They see me dirtling. Thank you so much for sharing this. This was a very fun one. Magecraft is one of those decks that I've tried a number of times to really get it to work. I've always seen issues with it. However, in this, subset of matches that we saw, the issues were from me, not from the deck. I mean, I think we would have struggled regardless against that life gain deck, but we definitely could have gotten more damage in, which would have prevented them from being able to attack in quite so quickly. And we would have garnished a lot more time that we could have then utilized to hopefully get rid of some stuff. So I think we could have done a lot better with that last game. That was a huge mess up. However, the first three, we got wins, and you saw in game 3 how quickly that one went. And so I highly recommend trying this deck out. I thought this was going to be a bit of a jankier deck, and it certainly kind of is, but it worked out great. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Kamigawa Neon Dynasty is coming this week, which means we are going to see just a couple more Crimson Vow Standard decks until we get to that. As you guys know, I pre-record as much as I can, so I will try and do my best to get as much Kamigawa Neon Dynasty stuff up for the weekend as I can before the end of the week. So we'll do the best we can there. Hopefully we can double up on a couple days, but all that to say, it should be a really fun set. I'm excited to jump into it. So without further ado, guys, I just want to say again, a huge thank you to everybody who has been supporting the channel, watching the videos. It really does mean a lot. Leave a like, subscribe if you're not already. And that's it. I think that's it. We did it. That's amazing. Guys, thank you so much. I appreciate it. We'll see you again real soon.